Hey Pisces, welcome to your reading for January 2021. Welcome back, my lovely loyal subscribers. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. I can't believe it's January. This whole year is gone, right? What a learning curve it has been. You being the last zodiac sign, Pisces, you are very wise, but also very empathic, right? And I feel like that was a very testing year for you to use your wisdom, not just your empathy, or you might get taken advantage of. Let's see what we have here. Two of Cups. Okay, so yeah. Play no games, right? Soulmate was a lesson taught to you by a soulmate, good or bad. Whatever your pain might have been in 2020, right? It may have been too much. It may have been loneliness. But as a result, hopefully, especially at the back end of 2020, you was practicing like this self-care, this self-love. You practicing what you've been putting in, the lessons you've been learning, you've been putting into action here, hopefully. Knowing that a soulmate connection is mirroring back to you your trauma. So if you've learned your lesson, you've probably learned what triggers you by now. Don't stop, okay? We never stop learning, so don't expect it to stop. I feel at the beginning of January here with the Two of Cups, this may come into place. Okay, your soulmate may wake up here. So you may have not even have met this person yet. This person could be coming into your life. For you guys, it's definitely about this coming together of people now, okay? So you may have had to clear a lot of people out of your life, but you're going to start wanting to bring that empathy back in. The watery part of you is going to want some nurturing. It's like you've stood still long enough here. It's time that, you use what was your awakening to bring your light to the world. That wisdom that you got from the Hanged Man there, you realized that we had to go through these tough times to know that we've had good times, right? And to know that good times will come again. It could be you that's awakening here, but I feel like beginning of January, this is now people coming into your life rather than being removed from your life is the best way, I think, to say it. People waking up what it's like to be without you or to want you here. King of Swords. So it could be an air sign coming towards you here, but this is somebody swiftly moving towards you. Somebody wise as well, okay? Because this is the King of Swords. This is somebody that's open to communicating, wanting to be fair, just, honest. So like I said, it could be a new person coming in. This could be your energy as well as we go through Aquarius season in the back end of January. That's that wisdom I'm talking about. It's not being cold with people. It's having healthy boundaries for yourself, what you learn. I feel it was very difficult because this King of Swords has his hood up. I mean, 2020 was difficult for everybody, but it really was difficult for you to put those healthy boundaries in place. But now I feel like when Venus wants to come and bring you this abundance, now she will. And it'll definitely be like Capricorn season. It'll start for you. It'll probably start with friendships and start building up with people like that into your life, healing those sorts of connections first. But I feel like also we have Mercury going retrograde in Aquarius season as well. So it may bring up some ghosts from the past, or it may bring a lesson from the past of you to put into practice those healthy boundaries that you learned about, okay? There's a lot going on in Pisces 12th house during January. That's the things like that are not seen spiritual world and your spiritual side, things like that. So you may be receiving a lot of messages at this time, with that being the King of Swords. Yep. If you're psychic, you may be kept up at night by somebody waking you up here. It's for some, but this is maybe you feel your soulmate coming towards you. It's disturbing your energy here. You sense this change is coming. That's the Eight of Swords. It's related to your 8th house, which is Scorpio. It's, you know, change. It's strength. Getting power over your thoughts. Not letting yourself go down a negative path again. Actually, it's saying here, look, take action in the beginning of January. As we move to the back end of January, you may start to feel lazy. So any goals you have set, get them out the way in the beginning of January here. It could be, I said to one of the other signs, the January blues start to kick in and you just want to curl up in your bed and stay warm. I don't blame you. But get everything done, okay, that you need to get done, okay? Because, sorry, when Uranus is going direct here, it's usually a good sign for Pisces. But as you can see here, as I pulled the 5 of Pentacles, it can sort of be tricky for you this time, okay? When the planet goes direct, and this one's going to be in transit to help you relax. So it makes you lazy. That's why it's not a good thing. So you can end up missing out on things that are good for you, like a soulmate connection, healing connection, making friendships. 2020, we've done a lot of this texting and social distancing and things. It's time for you to sort of bring that back together the best you can now. Really start building on connections, okay? Because when Uranus went retrograde in August, it wasn't really helpful for you guys. So it may feel like you could have even had some breakdown in money or relationships during the retrograde of Uranus. So now you sort of healed and learned your lesson, got some wisdom from it. It might make you a bit relaxed this time. So rather than lighting a fire under your butt, you know, it does the opposite. It makes you relax and lazy, right? When you really need to be pushing forward and building connections here. Okay, it's time to bring all that good stuff back into your life, okay? But it's good. Life will feel better. It'll feel calmer, just so you don't feel this loneliness. This is why I'm suggesting, you know, go ahead and make those connections at the beginning of the month. Make the plans at the beginning of the month, because by the time at the end of the month, you're going to say, I can't be bothered. Let's see. It could be the same for money. Look at this. You don't want to move. You're like, it's too cold out there. 4 of Swords. So it's like you go into this rest, recovery mode. I'm seeing more like hibernation, so like sleeping. And it's like not wanting to make any movements, not wanting to make any plans or foundations at the end of the month. So do it at the beginning, right? And then force yourself to go through with it so you don't feel as left out in the cold or as lonely. You know, it can be quite lonely after what we've just been through, what everybody's just experienced, the healing, the coming together, things like that, having to cut people off in 2019. It was really a year of awakening, 2020. I know it looked like a car crash, but there was this mass awakening that was going on. So everybody's energy is going to be feeling low at the end of January. This is why I want you guys to make those plans and stick to it at the beginning, because it's going to be really good for your mental health as well with that 8 of Swords. If you end up being lazy and not wanting to move, you could end up overthinking at this time, because that will be Aquarius season as well. And we will have Mercury, which will go retrograde on the 30th of January, dragging your mind back to what had been, what could have been, what should have been, you know. And really, you want a support system now, okay? If you've been a support system for everybody else, it's okay for you to have that support system now as well, okay? So, yeah, I feel like it's best to, you know, for all round mental health and, you know, things like that. Let's see. Oops. Ace of Wands. So you're going to have lots of opportunities to communicate. Like I said, it might even just be over video calls at the moment, but make those plans. It's saying, look, you're going to be given this opportunity, but it's up to you what you do with it. It's up to you whether you take the initiative, whether you reach out and communicate back. Maybe somebody messages you and you feel like, oh, I can't be bothered making plans. Just do it. Just go. Okay? And pay extra attention to messages that you are receiving. It could just be ideas that are popping up in your head with the Ace of Wands, something creative. Because it might be that you get business ideas at the beginning of January, and if you don't act on them, you could end up short on pentacles, right? On money. 5 of Pentacles there. You could end up needing to spend and save wisely compared to what you might have been able to achieve if you'd have just set some plans. So even all the plans may not go as planned, but make them anyway. I'm sick of saying planned now. But yeah, I'm sick of saying it. Let's go. Oops. Okay. Page of Swords, 6 of Pentacles reversed, and 2 of Pentacles. So yeah, it's an opportunity to make an agreement with people to meet up here or to start a new job. So you might be starting new jobs, career changes here. With the 2 of Pentacles, it might be that, you know, you're forced into decisions if you don't act. Because it seems here, if you look at this card, she's holding 2 clocks. You end up like in limbo between the past and the future there. If you don't act, anything that's meant for you will not pass you by. So don't feel like if I just stay at home and wait, it will come. It's not the case. It actually brings more blockages and you feel stuck and still left out in the cold because of this soulmate, because you needed that time to heal and wake up to the fact that this lesson was sent to help you, to heal you. This person was sent to reflect your traumas back to you so that you could look at them, so you could heal them, so you could take that time. I know a lot of people felt like this year was very bad, but it gave us time to rest, reflect, and act really here. This is what you want to do now as we get into January. You guys want to act, or you could end up overthinking and stuck again with the 8 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles reversed there. Again, that can suggest that you're having to pay unexpected bills at this time. So definitely be careful with your money. Okay, Mercury does go retrograde, and don't buy anything that, you know, don't make big purchases during that time, January 30th, because these things tend to break. It's why businesses know to put sales on at this time, because technology goes wrong. You'll often hear YouTubers complaining that uploading's going crazy, and it's Mercury. So yeah, we're sick of people are sick of me blaming Mercury, right? But it is, okay? It's the information technology, and this is the Page of Swords here. So yeah, there's still much for you to learn. Don't think that, okay, I've been through all these horrible lessons, because let's face it, usually a spiritual awakening is a horrible lesson. It doesn't come easy. We don't grow from everything being comfortable. We're made uncomfortable in our life, whether that's the loss of money, a loss of a person, a loss of a relationship, a loss of a job. We faced it all this year, like really doing the crunches, right? I mean, if lessons were abs, we'd all be, you know, very healthy. But well, yeah, this is what we want to work on, our mental health and our mental ascension, not trapping ourselves in these thoughts and going in a downward spiral. The Page of Swords here, it is somebody is trying to communicate with you, trying to connect with you here. Let's have a look. They have something to say. They've been watching what you're doing here. Heart-to-heart conversation. Yep, they want to talk to you. I kind of knew that, but I'm not sure that they're ready to come forward yet, if they're just awakening, calling in your soulmate. So you are being pulled towards each other, so don't worry that, you know, you've lost either a soulmate or You know, they're still being pulled towards you here. There's still this connection. Yeah, just trust. Just trust that what's meant for you will not pass you by. Don't fear that. Okay, I feel like if not acting or not keeping busy and not motivated brings in this 8 of Swords, then you start to overthink and question too much. Like, what if it happens again? What if this doesn't happen? What if I make a friend and they stab me in the back? What if they leave me out in the cold? It's like abandonment issues here going on. Trust what you learn, because the pages are also about learning, okay, and gathering information. If you need to gather information, gather it and accept what you find. Trust your empathy, your intuition. But a soulmate's coming in for this conversation. You don't have to worry about time. Just trust that what's meant for you will never ever pass you by. Good luck, guys.